Station number 1, have Hu Bin 1, China.
Sorry, double miss again for Franzoni.
Yes.
Hu Bin closing the shotgun, and here comes a mistake also for Hu Bin of China. And the second mistake for the Chinese shooter. Who
Shooting
missed the
behind,
first.
shot low.
Shot low, this was low.
Yeah.
As you told us, this wind is rising up a little bit. The targets.
It's very difficult. Comes and goes, ups and downs. It's like a roller coaster shooting this. It is.
And when we have this strong wind coming, in that moment I can see, tell me if it's true, just 10 or 15 meter out of the bank, the target is jumping.
Yes, and that's all because of the wind. He missed now Despigno again.
Despigno missing his fourth target.
And now Steven Scott shooting extremely well. And now another 10-second delay. Station 1 is waiting for the red light.
And in this moment, I think I can say that Joshua Richmond is leading, since he's the only one who made no zero, who marked no zero. He scored all of the targets. We're starting with 143, so 2 targets behind Despigno, but now Despigno has 4-0 for red bar on his graphic, meaning that his lead down in the scoreboard. Joshua Richmond still up there.
He's a very hungry shooter. He wants to win gold medals.
Every time I've seen Joshua Richmond going into the final, I've seen always him shooting very determined.
Very. He has a very good mental trainer, mental coach, and they practice a lot together. And I saw him do a lot of stuff during the Italian World Championships. World Cup. And he did marvelous score there. And he won the quarter spot.
Won a quarter spot for USA.
Now we see Steven Scott, station number 1.
So we can ask you. We know that the quarter place, the shooter wins the quarter place for his country. So, for example, in USA, we know that just before the Olympic Games, the quarter place will be given to the shooters that will show the best condition. How does this work in Sweden?
I took the quarter spot for Swedish Olympic Committee, and it's up to them to decide if I'm going or not. We are 2 shooters who are up on the same level, but I think because I'm ranked number 1, I've been in all finals this year, and took 3 medals. I think they have already decided that I'm going for Olympic Games in Beijing. No question about that.
This year has been a marvelous season for you. We have seen you making marvelous final, always being there. Did you change something from the previous year? Was this your...
No, not too much. I'm just practicing more. We saw Danielo Francesco miss a second bird there.
Francesco Danielo missing. I guess this is the first mistake he makes in this final.
Yeah, I changed my way of practice. I practice more physics, mental practice, and shooting.
And this is effective.
Absolutely. The more I shoot, the better I score.
Now Daniel Despigno again in first position, waiting for this 10 seconds, reloading his shotgun. Up there in the first position, Despigno, who was starting first but now is laid down in the scoreboard because of those 4 mistakes. 4-0. Here comes a double hit, but now won't be easy for the Italian shooter to come up again in the leading position he had at the beginning of this competition.
Here we see Franzoni, station number 3.
Claudio Franzoni, station number 3, calling this double, and it's a double hit. Even Franzoni made more than a mistake, 5-0 up to now for him. Meaning last place in the scoreboard. He was starting with 142. Just 1 target had Steven Scott, the young Steven Scott of Great Britain, who's performing a good final. I would say just 1 mistake for this young shooter.
Well, and Richmond is fantastic. He hasn't missed yet.
Sorry, I was speaking about Steven Scott.
Oh, okay, no,
sorry, but now we have Richmond double hit.
Yeah.
No mistake for Richmond, now on the lead. And here the second Italian finalist, Francesco Danielo. No problem for him. He will be followed by his teammate Daniele Di Spigno, recently awarded European champion, as we said. Di Spigno, double hit.
And a miss.
And a miss, the second miss of the Stephen Scott of Great Britain.
He shot over that target. It was very low. Perfect hit for Franzoni. And the Chinese, Hu Bin-wan.
Hu Bin-wan now on the station. And I'm always surprised as when I'm commenting this final with you shooters, you always understand if it's a hit or a miss, even before seeing the target.
You see when the target goes, like if it been taken by the wind, and how the shooter are holding his gun. If it's going to be low, shoot. If he shoots over or under. Look at that. Perfect hit.
Private shot of Hu Bin-wan, who's trying to climb up this scoreboard now behind Richmond and Francesco Daniello of Italy. Hu Bin-wan.
And now Richmond.
No problem for Richmond. No problem for Richmond. Can we spot out any difference in the way of shooting of this between these 6 finalists?
Wow, I think if you look at Stephen Scott, he's copying Richard Fall's way of shooting, and the Italians shoot more like the same way. The
so
Americans,
like different schools more than different shooter.
Yes, like the American, they do their style, leaning more forward. Like the Italians standing more straight up, and also the English way of shooting.
And we see now Daniele Di Spigno. You have just seen on your screen Francesco Daniello. Now you are seeing Daniele Di Spigno of Italy. The 2 Italians, the same team, but they have 2 very different guns. You can see I see Daniello shooting with an high rib, Di Spigno with a low rib. Which is the difference for those who are not known of?
Well, Daniele Di Spigno is not shooting with a low rib. He shoots with an 11mm rib. That's a normal MX-10 one. Rib. And Daniele Francesco, I think he has 4 centimeters something, but only on the
last part.
On the last part of the rib, he has a high rib. And Hu Bin-wan, who's going to shoot now, he's shooting Perazzi MX 2005. And that's 2.5 centimeter high rib. And now you see him missing the target. He shot over that one.
Now Joshua Richmond, we have to follow this young American shooter because and another great double hit for him. His real chance is now on the lead. He has the real chance to finish on the highest step of this podium. And Francesco Daniello, in the meantime, hitting both the target, and now back again on Daniele Di Spigno of Italy.
Also, another way of shooting, like if you compare now, Daniele Di Spigno, he shoots with not moving